All right. Well, let's get this nonsense on the go. All right. So, Mr. RMT, Mr. Lax, Bone Man, Spidey, Lawrence, Mr. Goku. How goes it? How goes it? So, I think I've got a couple more of the Hunter Monster, Monster Hunter, these ones to pick up. And then we'll get started. So how's everyone's day going? Mr. Adrian, Mr. Galaxy Warrior, how goes it? A cup of tea, eh? You like to have tea when you listen to a grown man cry? Yeah. Let's grab this. Alright. Okay, so I'm doing alright. I can't complain. So let's get started with the Thronebreaker Dailies. And we've got 16 of the Platpools, and then we'll move on from there. Alright. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of these Thronebreaker Dailies, and we'll see how that turns out. Okay. Alright. At work. When aren't you working? Alright, let's see what we get. I'm not sure. We would have had at least one T2A formed. I don't know if the other two... nothing too spectacular. 5k, 5-star shards. Alright. Can't complain, I suppose. Okay. Now let's go on to the Platpool crystals. Let's see what we're going to get from here. I think there's just 2 parts of Platpool I still need. I'm not expecting to see them here, but let's see what we end up with. 26. 1 second. 20. All right. So. Oh Lord, the crying can begin. All right, so that's 10. Let's see what we get from the other 6. Well, that's pretty underwhelming. All right. Now, let's get into the bread and butter here. So once the crystal opening is done, I'll just be knocking out some arenas. I think I have 2 more paths for the epic side quest. And yeah, that'll be that. Okay, so apparently I've got too many. Okay, so we've got 18 of the monsters and hunters. All right. Yeah, indeed, lords. That was a little distressing. Okay, so overall, from any of these crystals, pretty much the only champions I don't want are MODOK from 5 stars, any of the 5 stars, Hawkeye, and Groot from 6 stars. If you see me pulling any of those, just be prepared because you're going to hear a lot of So yeah, if you see any of those 3 in the bottom right-hand corner, just be prepared. So from the Hunter and Monsters, what I'm looking for is pretty much anybody new. The only new ones would be Warlock or Tigra, and a dupe from Elsa. So yeah, so that's pretty much all that I'd be looking for from the Monsters and Hunters. I didn't get a single 5-star for those, but I got one out of normal legendary. Alright, here we go. We'll spin 1 at the beginning, and the rest will just pop. Oh, that would have been a 5-star I'd have been okay with because it'd have been new, but no. All right, and we'll pop the other 17. Ooh, I've also got some gold crystals to open as well for the achievements. All right, so we get from the first 10 here. Oh, okay, a 5-star hood. That's not terrible. At least it's a 5-star. But nobody knew. All right, all right. So no crying yet. No crying yet. Thanks, Galaxy. It's mainly the 6-stars that I'm most looking forward to seeing what I get. All right. So it's the other 7. Okay, that's not too bad. 2 5-stars out of those. Can't complain. Nobody I was looking for, but also no one that was going to induce tears. So that's all right. That's all right. All right. So let's get to the 5-star features. So the 3 of these are all from the sigil. And spin these out, and from the 5-star feature, what I am looking for, Dragon Man, Professor X, Wolverine, or a dupe on Guardian. I have a 5-star Tech Awakening gem. Actually, I think I have 2 left, but if I could naturally dupe Guardian, I prefer that. So, well, let's see what we get. But yeah, anybody new is good. So like if I got Hitmonkey, or I think that might be the only other one that I would have currently. Ooh, just missed that dupe on Guardian. All right, well, Sim Supreme's all right. I have him. I think he's already at max Sig. Yeah, so that's all right. And well, somebody that's obviously watching the stream or watched part of it. The X one. Hey, I can't blame him. You didn't see any high-end champions from those monsters and hunters. I just like it too. All right, let's see who we get next. Ooh, that is yeah. I'm pretty happy about that. Excellent. And I have Mystic Gems to go to R5, I think. So I have 2 to 3, and I have 4 to 5, and 1 to 2 is not going to be an issue. So, all right. And 1 more to go. And let's see who we end up with here. So Wolverine would be, or Professor X, I'd be pretty happy with. But hey, I'm not going to complain either way. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, Hitmonkey would be all right too. Oh, well, well, well. All right, all right. So I wanted Dragon Man because he looks cool, but also being a robot, and I'm always running suicides. So yeah, that's I am not going to complain whatsoever. Excellent. All right, and here we go. Down to the main event. So we already got 1 6-star already purchased. Let's get the other one purchased and ready to go. Okay, so actually, you know what? For the most part, so long as it's not a dupe on a 6-star, I think I'm okay with this opening. Overall, from the 6 stars, the 2 new I would really like would be Warlock or Omega Red, and I'd like to dupe Captain America: Infinity War or Nick Fury. And anybody new, I don't care how bad they are, I'm okay with. Just so long as they're new. I do not want to see Hawkeye or Groot. So, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Well, it's not looking too promising in the real. All right. Well, let's see what we end up with here. Okay, all right. So yeah, he's getting a buck, which actually looks pretty decent. Um, so because it's somebody new, even if he wasn't, I'd still be okay with that. It's somebody new. I'm always in the arenas, so I'm not going to complain. And the final crystal. So once this one is done, I'm just going to open up some gold crystals, get those achievements done, and then we'll get into the arenas. So let's see who we end up with here. Omega Red would, yeah, that would just be too much excitement. Okay, all right. Well, it's not the greatest, but like I said, somebody new. I'm not going to complain. I'm happy with that. All right, all right. Well, that is it for the bread and butter of the crystal opening. So from here, let me just see what the achievements are. I think one is for, yeah, gold crystals. And then the other was opening the monster hunters. Okay. So we're just going to pop a couple. Ooh, I think I need to do, what, 4 more? Now, we'll see if before Wednesday, I get what I need. But I'm going to pop open a couple gold crystals. And let's see which ones I need. Greater golden or uncollected. Okay, so basically any of the gold ones. All right. So this part's not going to be too exciting. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm quite happy with that. For the most part, I would have liked a new 5-star, but considering it's a Dupont Dragon Man, yeah, I'm not going to complain. And where are the gold crystals? It's like real life, you just can't find the gold. Let's see. Ah, there we go. So these are just the regular ones. So just pop some of these guys. The restarted events suck. You have to stay within the limits to progress on your crystal etc. efforts. Pa, are you talking about in the ones coming up starting next month? Well, I guess this month then. Okay. So that's the first achievement. Let me see where we are for the next one here. So we still have, what, 2 more to go? Yeah, okay. So that's about that for the opening. And now I'll get into some arena nonsense. So if you were here just for the opening, hope you found it as exciting as I did. It may not have sounded that exciting, but I'll tell you, the reason there's no cameras is because I didn't want y'all to see me either crying or jumping up and down for joy. So, all right, so let's get into some arenas now. All right. So, I guess I could have done this as part of the crystal opening, but that's fine. Well, that is fine. So who do we got? We got Gambit, Captain America as 6 stars, a duped Dragon Man. Oh, exciting times. All right. Now collect the milestones and proceed. Have difficulty chapter 1 down. Yeah, but the thing with the because I know. Oh, what was that? 23 minutes. Holy crap. There we go. For all of you here for the sexiness. Ooh, one other thing I need to do. Actually, the sound might end up a little distorted for a second. But, just give it a moment. Okay, let me know if you can still hear me fine or if there's any distortion. So we're starting the 6 stars right from the beginning. Oh. Talk to you later, Bone Man. Alright. Ooh, let's turn up the music a little bit, shall we? Let's get that up a little bit. If that's too loud, let me know. And I'll tell you to piss off. Mr. Supreme! How goes it? Yeah, so definitely not the 6 stars I was wanting, but hey, like I said, for the most part, I just want somebody new, so got that twice, so I'm not going to complain. Pretty good, pretty good. White pink noise. Huh. Slide into those DMs, you know it, you know it. Right now I want to do a challenge with another YouTube, but I don't know who's going to do it. So what's the challenge you want to do? Well, I mean, I'm on YouTube, but I wouldn't really consider myself a YouTuber. I do stuff on YouTube, but you know, for the most part, it's just to have people to chat with when I'm doing this craziness that's called Arena. Oh, and I'm gonna wait a bit and check all of the Arena rewards, but for the 5-star feature, so I think every time that it's been available, I've gotten the 5,000 5-star shards. Background noise, specific, yeah. But you could still hear me okay though, right, Pa? But yeah, so that was what I, yeah, no, I knew there would be some background noise. But yeah, this time I missed out on the 5,000 5-star shards. I only picked up the 2,000, which I'm kind of pissed about. I'm not pissed about the result. I'm pissed because I knew, like I stopped at just over 21 million. Oh my lord, Dragon Man sucks. No, kidding. I stopped just over 21 million, and when I decided that I was done in there, I was like, you know what? It's like 3 more rounds. I could do. I could get to 22, and I'm pretty sure if I had gotten to 22, I would have had the 5K. So yeah. So that's why I was kind of pissed when I saw that. Like I knew I needed a little bit more. So yeah. I want to start an account and have a week-long journey, and every day we rotate on who plays on it and see how far we can. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I guarantee you, Summoner, Mr. Supreme, I don't know if you're just in here trolling, which, okay, that's fine, but there is no YouTuber that will take you up on that. Okay, so just if you're not trolling, the reason why is because it's quite explicit in their terms of service, on the forums, in YouTube videos, in chats, that you're not supposed to share login information. So I get what you're suggesting, that basically it would be like a community account, but that's against their terms of service. If you wanted to do something like similar to that, your best bet would be just to challenge somebody to, you both start an account and over a week see who gets the furthest. You might have somebody take you up on that. Okay, that's fine. You said you wanted to challenge a YouTuber. That's your challenge. I'm just telling you that no YouTuber will take you up on that. A friend who's, well, I mean, if you're not going to broadcast it, maybe somebody will, but if you get caught, the account gets banned, so don't really know if it'd be worth it. I might do that, thanks. Yeah, I think you, I wouldn't do the, like, if you wanted to do an account race kind of thing, I wouldn't, just because one account is more than enough for me, and kind of what you're suggesting, it would be a fair bit of time on that account, but you might have somebody else that would take you up on, like creating a brand new account from scratch and seeing who gets the furthest. Yeah. So do most of you do the Sunday arenas, or Once you do the regular arenas Monday to Friday, you're like, I'm done with that nonsense. I'm done with that craziness. So I don't think I could probably get one more featured crystal through the sigil, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just keep all of the 5-star shards now for the next featured, and probably pop them at the when it first opens. I barely do any arena. Races are good with forfeit at the end. Yeah, my alt pulled Age Vision, Age of Ultron. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Do you have the OG Vision, Goku? So I have in the comment, a pinned comment. And so this week I'm only going to be streaming during the day, Wednesday and Friday. The plan, and so that I don't have any excuse, I'm sure I'll find some excuse, is basically there's some videos I want to get done, and I figure the hour and a half, 2 hours that I'm streaming, if I put that time into actually doing some videos, then I can actually get some stuff uploaded. That's what the plan is. That's what I'm aiming for currently. Whether or not that actually comes to fruition, we'll see. Wednesday I am going to stream Uncollected and Cavalier Completion. So that would be 12 paths in total. Normally, for any of the monthly event quests, I usually only do that when the solo event, like the event completion one, is on. But I want to do the completion just to get the... I'm not going to buy them, but just basically to take a screenshot of the offers at the end. I realize I could find a screenshot somewhere else or have somebody send it to me, but for the most part, any content I have in videos or any gameplay or pictures or whatever, I want it, like if it's from the game, I want it to be that stuff I've taken. It just, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's no reason I can't use it from somebody else, but... and then once I get those screenshots, I just want to do a video. It shouldn't, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. I know I could definitely get screenshots from people, Swatty, but I know, like, at the end of the day, you wouldn't know the difference. It's not whether or not somebody else would know it's not from me, it's that I would. But yeah, I want to do a quick video just going over the value of those offers at the end, and then also compare Uncollected to Cavalier, because I think that they're the same amount, right? Like, they're both $29.75 initially, and then after an hour they're both $3,500. So I have a rough idea, well, a range. Oh Lord. So when the Cavalier one first dropped, and I looked at what all of the items in it. Now there's a couple items like the shards, the level 3 boosts, and a couple other things where you can't buy them in game, so you can't say this is the direct value of those. But most of the other items you can. So it's an approximation of what the value of the offer is, and I figured it's between 8,000 and 8,600. So, like, if everything in the offer you were to buy straight from units, you'd be spending between 8,000 and 8,600 units. So, I mean, yeah, if you've got 4,000 units lying around, you don't see doing anything with it, whether it be Cavaliers or whether it be for progression or whatever. I think that those offers, at least the Cavalier, so like I said, I haven't actually looked at what the Uncollected one would be valued at, but I think it's a really good value. Now this month and probably next month, so for November and December, maybe a little less likely that you'd want to. This month, because if you're saving for Cyber Monday, next month if you're saving for the gifting event, okay, so you might not get it then, but going forward, I think the Cavalier one is really worth it. So granted, I just said that in regards to the using stuff in videos, Spidey, but like what we were talking about yesterday or the day before, in regards to doing a stream with people in chat discussing the Cyber Weekend deals. So if there's somebody in chat, like I asked you, so if you're available, we'd do like a screen share, or then you could send a screenshot so that we could look at what the Cavalier deals are and then compare them to the Thronebreaker, so that we could have the two on screen at the same time. So in that case, yeah, like I mean, because it's something I can't access. So yeah, so a screenshot or whatever from somebody then would be good. Best laid plans of mice and men. Dun, dun, dun. So people are, like, I didn't read anything in regards to the Gambit buff, but people are expecting that he's going to be pretty decent, eh? So the main reason I wanted Omega, granted I don't think that the Gambit buff is going to bring him up to what I would consider Omega Red, maybe, but from the little I know of it, I don't think so. But the main reason I want Omega is, one, yeah, because I want him, but also because I have 2 Mutant T5CC, and I don't really have anyone to use them on. So 11 to 30% at 5 million for the Platpool. You think that's too high or too low? Oh, you got 31 to 60%. What did you put up? So that's, I mean, like I was saying about the 5,000 5-star shards, like I could have definitely, I could have definitely done more. But part of the reason I didn't is I didn't think that people would be that, go that far in the feature for Punisher 2099, mainly because of the Platpool one. So that's why I went to look, because I think each time prior I'd done 22 million, so I could have definitely done 22. Oh, okay. So if you did 5.1, I think that's what I did too. So I would have gotten the 11 to the 31 to 60 as well. Okay. Yeah, so for me, what I was thinking was, one, go for the 5,000 5-star shards, which, you know, is doable. I missed, but it's doable. Or get 10 million in the Platpool. The way I was looking at it was the 10 million isn't going to get me anything substantial. It's going to get me a couple more Platpool crystals, which, okay, great. But it's not going to get me to where I can pick a part of Platpool, right? And so I just passed on that entirely. I just went for the max milestones, and once I reached 5 million, I stopped. So I think, so yeah, I should be up to the 60% bracket as well then. Let's see. So 1 to 10 3-star. Oh. Oh, maybe I need to reboot. Okay. Let's restart it. I'll be right back. 250 units from one crystal, that's not bad. Is that a crystal that you got due to the arena, or you already had it and you just opened them now? Let's see if rebooting updated that. Oh. Wait, what did you say you got? You got you had 5.1 and you got the 31 to 60%? Interesting. Unless, I mean, there have been times previously where... yeah, so I mean, I would have needed to be top 300. I wasn't going to be top 300. I mean, I probably could have, but I think I would have been giving up on the rest of the arenas. Alright, well, let's just see if we get anything from these other two. Probably not. 5.1, I must have missed it by... Dude, so I was at 5,106,000. So you, yeah, you must have been at like what, 502,000 or so, or 102,000 or something. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. 70 units. Okay. Can't complain. Can't complain. By 100,000. No, because if you were at 5.1 and I was at 5,106, you would have been missing by, let's see, but yeah, it seems like you just missed the other bracket. Yeah, no, if you're at 5.1, because at least 6,000 over got to 30%. So, super lucky with those Platpool crystals, but I miss a piece and I don't even care. And when I open things, I care. What do I? Yeah, so I mean, in all honesty, Spidey, if you weren't going to get the option to pick a piece, it's kind of irrelevant, right? All it is just the Platpool crystals, which, oh hey, I just opened two and I only got 70 units, so it's not that big of a loss or big of a miss. But like if you were shooting for the top 300 or something and you ended up at 301, I get it, but I just wanted a chance for the piece. Yeah, but at 5 million, there was no way you were going to get the opportunity to pick a piece. Like that just was not going to happen. I mean, that's even prior to seeing the results. Like I said earlier, right? Like I figured I could go to 10 million, not expecting to get a piece. No, you don't suck if you don't have the roster to put up the score you need. It's not about sucking out. You just don't have that roster, right? So I'm a little, well, I mean, I don't know what the cutoffs will end up being for the top 300, but honestly, I'm a little bit surprised that the featured went, because, well, to be fair though, for the featured, doing 22 million is not anything substantial, because if you've got the roster to be in the featured, you've definitely got the roster to do 22 million, no problem. I pushed to 5.1 and my champs are on cooldown. Yeah, but I'm guessing. Oh, I mean, we'll know later, today or tomorrow, what you would have needed for top 300, or was it the 1 to 10% bracket that got to pick the other piece? Either way, later on today or tomorrow, you'll know what you would have needed, and I'm pretty sure that 5 million is nowhere close to what would have been required for that. But yeah, I mean, I think the only time that you could go to the final milestone and expect to get the top prize would be like a really old champion, undesired champion from the 3-star featured or the 4-star basic. Outside of that, you're going to always have to go a little bit above the final milestone. Okay, and time for the 6 stars. Oh. Let me just see what the rewards. Oh, okay, yeah. So even the 1 to 10%, you weren't picking a piece. It was only the top 300 and the top 10. Okay. Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way you were going to be getting that with 5 million. Which one is it? This one. Yeah. You know, I don't really know why I do the Sunday arenas other than, I guess, just habit. Because the main reason that I do arenas is for the battle chips and the units, and you don't get that in the, well, I mean, you get the battle chips per fight. Nah, 1,000 5-star shards, you're not gonna, that's, yeah. I mean, it would have been nice, but that's not gonna be account altering. Unless it was something that would have allowed you to open a champion right now, wait 2 days. Well, no, wait, today's Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, 3 days, wait 3 days. Oof, wow, I don't want to take on any of these suckers. Okay, that's okay then. Yeah, so then you could have opened 3, but like I said, wait 3 days and you'll have more than 1,000. So, I mean, you know, you could complain about it, but to complain about it's not going to do anything, right? It is what it is. But, so like I said, yeah, if you don't have the roster, you know, okay, that sucks. But if you're really after something, then you put in, at least when it comes to arena, like I don't know how familiar you are with arena, but if you want something from it, you put in more than you think you should. Yeah, no, I feel you. Like I said, I feel kind of the same way in regards to the 5,000 5-star shards, right? Like I'm a bit pissed. I'm not pissed at the game or whatever. I'm pissed at myself because I knew I could have done more, right? It was just like, that's enough. Because I expected that the score I got would have gotten me the shard. So I missed out on 3,000 shards, right? And there's absolutely no reason. Like I said, it would have been 15 more fights. So 35 mil for the top rewards. 35 million for the top 300. Interesting. I think it wasn't even worth grinding the Platpool arena, but he's not that good. Yeah, but I think, well, it's not so much that people were going for him. I think it was more so you're so close to being able to form him, right? And it's not that he's good. It's just that people, like a lot of people in the game are collectors, right? And it's an opportunity to collect a new champion. So it's not that he's going to be game altering or anything like that. Because I mean, the auto fight thing, so in my case, if he could auto fight 536, I'd be interested, because like that's where I farm my energy refills or my revives, right? I'm pretty sure, now I could be wrong, I haven't looked and I haven't seen anything, I'm pretty sure that he can't auto fight that. So for me, the value for him is not really there. Then again, I mean, if I only needed one more piece, nah, I still wouldn't have gone for the top 300. Not saying that if I did, I would have gotten it, but I still wouldn't have had any incentive to do so. So, yeah, so you're not going to know. So unless the screenshot is somebody at 30 million and they are spot 300, you're not going to know for a while. Like if there's a screenshot of somebody that placed 300th and they had 30 million, then that's the cutoff. But if that's not what the screenshot is that you're referring to, Spidey, then that's not, we won't know yet. But that is, even so, if that's 35 or 30, that's a lot lower than people were expecting. Yeah, so for the most part, for Arena, it's kind of what you make of it, right? Like if you've got the roster, you've got the time, and you're okay to go at it, you can get what you want out of it. If not, like if you don't have the roster, or you don't have the time, or you don't want to put the effort in, it's just go for milestones. Well, yeah, maybe for collection, but even the auto fight is not good. Yeah, I can't play him in the best way. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's mainly it's somebody new, has some new, something to try out or whatever. I don't think anybody who's pushing, like I don't know, but I don't think it's somebody you're going to use in war, or maybe you'd use them on war defense, just because it's somebody that people might not be used to. But I assume that his moves are the same as the other Platpool or the other Deadpools, so maybe not that good for defense either. I don't think you're going to use him for AQ, so I don't know. But yeah, I think even if I had put up 10 million, I would have still been in the same bracket that I'm in. So unfortunately, I didn't do anything extra there. So I mean, I have no reason not to have done more in the 5-star feature, which is fine because previously I used to go to 15. Oh, that was stupid. 15 in the 5-star feature for the shards. Oh, 1 second. So previously I used to go to 15 million for the 5-star shards of 2,000, and then that changed to where you needed to go about 15.5. Okay, so I adjusted, and then that changed to where you need to go about 16 million. So yeah, I think going forward I'll just make sure that I'm doing at least 22 for the. There's definitely going to be cases where 22 is overdoing it, but I prefer to overdo it than to miss out. So yeah. $30 million was one. Oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm not too sure. Like, I guess maybe you could be seeing that in line chats in regards to what Platpool went for, Spidey. But I'm not, like, there's no YouTube videos in regard, because I mean, the arenas just came out with the bracket, so yeah, outside of line chats, I don't think you'd know what the cutoffs were. Because none of the lists with the cutoffs have anything yet. They wouldn't, like I said, until later on this evening or tomorrow. So, I looked at ROG and people are saying that 35 million stop. What's ROG? Yeah. So I mean, like I said, unless you have a screenshot of somebody that was at the 300th spot and their score was whatever their score is, because that's what the cutoff is, right? So unless you have that, I wouldn't be quoting anything, because you don't know. Come on now, dude. I think people were suggesting, I didn't see any prediction graphics or anything, but I think people were suggesting like 60 or so. Let's see here. Yeah, no, there's no screenshot of the person who's replaced 300. So yeah. I gotta help my girlfriend study. Have a great day, so bye everyone. All right, Galaxy, have a good one. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. Yeah, I can't see too many people wanting to watch somebody do the Sunday arenas. But I recorded the crystal opening like separately from the stream, so I'm gonna look at that later and see what the quality is like. Because if it's decent, I want to make a separate video, which will be, I think the opening just now ended up being a little over 10 minutes, but I want to do a video that basically takes out everything but the actual openings, and it should be about 3 to 5 minutes. So it wouldn't necessarily be like a highlight thing because it's going to be the actual openings, but like the stuff at the beginning where I picked up the couple Monster Hunter ones, stuff like that will be out of it. So Spidey, then you were expecting to get the opportunity to pick a Platpool piece? 1.5. Okay. Okay. So then, yeah, then the cutoff is 30 million for the 1 to 5%. I didn't realize. So what's ROG? And that is oh, you just wanted the extra. I see. Okay, okay. I get it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can see that, because I mean, it gives you potential for units, I guess. But I mean, like the two that I just opened, so the last two Platpool crystals that I just opened, I only got 70 units, right? And then from the 16, I think, what did I get? 600? So granted, I mean 600 is not bad at all, but the 70, I don't know if that's going to be all that. Some shards I needed, yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, here's the thing. Lesson learned, right? So now you know that if you're going to partake in arena and you want to get something, that you need to go higher than the bare minimum. So in the future, at least, you know that now. Like I said, that's how I adjusted my my goals for the 2,000 and now 5,000 5-star shards, was by failing at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, the arenas are hard to predict. Okay, so research, here you go, 7.2 million. Yeah, so 7.2 still got the 11 to 30. No, that would not have. Mr. Hitman, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. How's your day coming along? Can I join your alliance? Well, unfortunately, that's not up to me, Mr. Best. What you could do, you could either look up my account and then go to alliance from there and then send a message to the leader or to one of the officers. Alternatively, if you can make out the alliance name, you can just look up the alliance directly and send a message to one of the officers or the leader. But I am not in management. What's your prestige? Uh-oh. Spidey might want to recruit you. So I think I'll probably get to million in this arena and then switch over to the other just to get the multiplier going. And then we'll finish off the side quest. I have 2 paths in Epic to do. But before we are able to do that, we need to finish out 536 because I was farming. I think it was just a revive I was going to pick up. I need to finish that off to free up the champions in order to use them somewhere else. Holy smokes. Wow. Oh dear, if this doesn't finish her off. Oh my. Okay then. Mr. Soul, how goes it? Your prestige is 3,000. Okay. So if you're kind of just starting out in the game and you're looking for an alliance, because it is useful. There's a fair bit of stuff that you end up getting just from alliance rewards and whatnot. And then, there's other people, so questions, advice, so on and so forth. But if you're starting out, your best bet is actually global, because it's the most accessible, or going to the forums. Global, you might find a bit of trolling, and it's a little bit harder to communicate on just because of the way the chat is. Then on the forums, it's obviously easier to communicate on there, back and forth, or then they refer you to line or whatever. But yeah, if you're just looking for somewhere, for a short period of time, get in, get familiar with some people, the game, blah blah blah. The global chat is not a terrible place to begin. Some might consider it to be a terrible place in general, but it has its uses. I actually found an alliance from global chat that I ended up being in for 2 years, I think. And I left the alliance not because of any issues with the alliance, just because I was just had enough of war. And they were a 3BG war alliance, so I needed to find something that wasn't running 3BGs where I could sit out. Which I ended up finding from the forums. I made a forum post, and somebody who responded to that, that's where I am currently. But I think I don't know if there's line bots anymore, but I know there used to be. And then there's Reddit. I think on Facebook and maybe... No, I don't know about Twitter actually. Oh, maybe Twitter as well. Mr. Oh Lord, I'm going to lose a 6-star now. I'm going to lose a 6-star. How's it going, Giorgio? Aren't you supposed to be at work? So you can scroll back in the stream and see who I got. Alternatively, I think I'm going to, because I did a recording of it, so I'm going to edit that. Ooh, what the hell? Wouldn't let me move. So I'm going to probably edit that and post that as like a separate video. So rather than like the 11-minute stream of it and then all of the extra nonsense that's coming after the stream, well, you know what I'm talking about. You do the same thing. But outside of that, basically the excitement was Dragon Man, and then Gambit and Captain America to 6 stars. And you know what? I just realized I can't really complain about the Captain America because I said I wanted to do my Captain America Infinity War. So hey, I still got Captain America. I found 6-star Venom the Duck. Where did you find him? Was he outside? Trying to make his way to the river? Un momento, un momento. Alright, it's getting hot in here and I'm not taking off all my clothes, so we'll open the window. Dun, dun, dun. Dude, I hate fighting freaking Green Goblin in arenas. Oh my lord. The dude just will not use his specials. And then when you do get to hit him, of course he heals, just to make things more difficult. And the last little while, I don't know what's up with that. So the last little while, even though you dash back for the L2, you don't make it. Like he hits you. And I don't know, like, so initially I was thinking, okay, fine, you know, I missed, I'm just slow. But I've come to realize that's not the case. Because it's every time. Because if it was me being slow, then, okay, so sometimes, not every single time am I going to be slow, right? So for some reason, it prevents my character from dashing back when he throws his L2. And I mean, the amount of times that I fought him in AQ, for the path that I had in AQ, I'm pretty familiar with how to get out of the way of that L2. Oh, you said Hoochie. I thought you said homie. You're gonna go call me Hoochie. Well, that changes things, Tagger. Well, you can sew yourself out, bitch. Although that's a bit of a delayed reaction, isn't it? Yeah, when I first read that, dude, I thought it said homie. Now that I realize it's not what it said. Bro. Bro. And how dare you? How dare you come in here and call me a name? I go into your stream. Wait, are you even there still? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to rant. I come into your stream and I'm always like, yo, what's up, you beautiful bastardo? You come in here and you're going to call me a hoochie? Damn, son. I need a, oh, Lord. Well, one, I need to stop the pixelation. But I need to, show you some Doomfist, bro. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, actually it's not, the gameplay isn't bad, it's just my face. Oh, that's okay. Not missing much. Huh, that's kind of funny, actually. Are you at work or you done? You're not working today. So what did you get anything from the? Oh no, you just basically did the final milestone, right, for the Platpool? In the featured arena, have you been going for the 5,005 5-star shards? Or you're like, hell no, I ain't got time for that. You've been thinking, you know, that or
ain't nobody got time for that.
That kind of thing. I'm off today. If you actually listen to what I said in my stream, you would know I'm off today. Bro, so you expect that I watch your entire stream? Is that what you're saying? No, that's not how it works, Tiger. I'm in and out, man. I got things to do. Ask your mom. Oh, shit. So, if you have the day off, why aren't you outside playing Pokemon with all the other little kids? Oh. Wow, it's really becoming pixelated. That's so weird. What? Okay, now that one was my fault. No, I'll take the blame on that one for sure. Because I had backed up, and I just didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't hold block. So yeah, I got what I deserved on that one. And that one too. This is your fault, dude. 100%. This is your fault. Shit. Watch the back, like, yeah, scroll back in the stream, and you'll see. I put up 19 million, didn't get the 5K. Yeah, so won't even try. So for the 5,000 5-star shards, 22 million is basically where you want to be. I missed as well. I missed just because I got lazy. I was at 21, just over 21, and I was like, you know, this is going to be enough. Well, no, I wasn't sure, but the thing was, I figured because of the Platpool's going to go high, so less people in the featured. So yeah, so I stopped at 21. Normally I would have gone to 22. Yeah. Oh, you are playing Pokemon with all the other little kids? Cool. Don't let them bully you. Don't let them be like, that's my Pokemon. Or try to Pokemon you. Oh, you know what? I don't actually care for this music very much. So let's do something about that. Although, now that I say that, this may actually crash the stream. But if it... Oh, no, it didn't. But if it had, I would have been back anyway, so... I'm kind of like Mr. Arnold Butterbach. And I probably need to turn that down, because that is going to be a little bit louder. Let's go down to there. Okay. So with the 19 million, you were going for the 5,000? Okay, okay. So if you want to talk about me listening to you or whatever, then what about that tweet where you're like, oh, I can just use my 6 stars and get to, what was it, 34 million or whatever? So, I mean, if you can so easily get to those high numbers, then going for the 5,000 5-star shards, no big deal, right? So, are you outside currently then? Wait, are you outside? What's going down, Mr. Man Falcon? Not too much snow. No, the snow's all gone. Yeah, the weekend's been alright. I was kind of pissed off this morning when I looked at the featured 5-star results, and I missed the 5,000 5-star shards. I was pissed because there was no reason I could not have done a little bit more and gotten them. Well, man, I've said this many times now. Well, I'm still a little bit hurt, you know. I'm trying to get over it. Okay, wait, no. I'm gonna concentrate here for a second. You son of a gun. You son of a Lakers bodyguard. Yeah, there's something wrong. There's absolutely something wrong. There is no way that I should be missing that like that all the time. No way. Ah, crap. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm not even going to try to dex it. Next time, I'm just going to block him. There we go. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god! Lakers, go find your Pokemon. Go. Go. Coming to my streams, I start losing frickin' 6 stars. You coming here calling me a hoochie? Yeah, go find those Pokemon. Go Pikachu you. Oh, shit. Actually, I guess, I mean, yeah, whatever. But it doesn't really matter considering this is the Sunday one. You only need 2.5 million, so. God. No, so, honestly, Ip Man, I mean, yeah, okay, fine. I'm not as, martial arty as you, and I don't have all the technique down or whatever. That's okay. But I honestly think there's something wrong there. Because it's not that I'm missing. Like, I'm swiping back to dex it, and it's just not moving back. So I think there's something specifically bugged there. So. Now, I don't think I fought him anywhere else other than Arena, but the last, probably since Thursday anyways, so since this current arena has been going, I've noticed that every time I fought Green Goblin, I'm not necessarily dying all the time, but he's always hitting me with his L2. I have not been able to avoid it at all since Thursday, I think. So, well, you know what? It could be a combination. My skills are bugged? Mm-hmm. See? The game is bugged. You see that crash? Yeah, my skills have bugged my ass. So what do you think about that? Was that a mic drop? The drinking the thing, the tea? Because that was tea. Because apparently you consider that to be a mic drop. Oh, shit. Oh, dear. So maybe I should yell at you about going and Googling the difference between a light attack and a medium attack. Right? Oh, shit. So just for anybody that's wondering what the hell I'm talking about, Lakers has a post on his tweet. There's some chick on Twitch. I guess Lakers like to hang out on Twitch and watch girls when BG isn't around and you can't watch him. So Lakers made a comment. This girl was talking about how so there was somebody in her stream, I guess, asking for her to reveal her accessories. And anyway, so she kind of went off on the person, and she's like, you can go and Google, like basically like saying, okay, you want to see naked boobs, you can go Google them or find them on the internet, right? And then she had a sip of her tea, and then Lakers' comment was like, oh, having the sip of the tea at the end of your rant, that's like a mic drop. So yeah. Next thing you know, Lakers is gonna like be the imposter, kill somebody, and then ask when a body's identified. He's gonna ask who did it. Oh shit! Who identified the body? Who called her? Oh Lord! She said, if you're so desperate to see a pair of titties, ask your mom. I thought that was funny. Yeah. Yeah, but no, but you specifically quoted, or you specifically said about the sip of tea at the end, or the sip of water being the mic drop. But you know what? So I've been watching a bit of Twitch as well. And well, I was talking about that on your stream the other day. And eventually I'm going to try streaming on there, not this week, maybe next. A couple evenings, just not like to accumulate following or anything like that. Speaking of which, I'm gonna. I guess I'll just have you on the background in YouTube because I'm gonna need something to distract me. But anyways, it's not. It's more just a technical thing. Like I can see so that I can see how it works. Not how it works, but like how, like so I know how to start a stream in YouTube and blah blah. So like all that kind of stuff for Twitch. But it seems like there's a lot more to Twitch than YouTube. I could not figure out how to kill and not report. Shut it. Dude, that was funny though. But the whole The whole time we were playing Among Us, it was pretty funny anyways. You know what? One thing I think is really funny, actually? I haven't watched many people play, and I've more so... Why is he not taking like any... Oh, okay, that's why. I've more or less seen like just memes of stuff, but some people seem to like they take it really seriously, right? And I think the whole thing's a joke, right? Like it's a game, fine, but it's a fun game, and you're supposed to have fun with it, right? I'm not good at it. I've only played it a couple times. But yeah, some people are like, oh, these people suck. They don't know what they're doing. It's like, really? Who cares? Are you having fun with it? That's all that matters. Now, when it comes to MCOC, that's different. I mean, you need to be good at MCOC, because that's serious business. So I either need to get this dude to max level pretty quick, or get him duped. Holy crap, this is a long fight. And it's not, like, there's no way, even at 12k, there's no way Red Hulk should be taking this long, man. I mean, it's not like I'm Laker's bodyguard trying to fight this nonsense. Oh, did I just say that? Let me try one of your moves. Yes. Yes, I did. And I meant it. You like that, Lakers? You like that? Oh, dear. So, before I was saying I was going to jump into the other arena and get the multiplier there, but I'm only 800,000 points away from finishing this one off, so I'll do that first. Yo, 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 it's Dorky Dibbity Dave. Yeah, no purple, no. You can't take somebody else's catchphrase, Tagger. Come on now, you should know better. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. How is your day coming along? Why is that take... Emra, how's it going? I'm doing alright. How is your day coming along? How's your weekend? Same for you, Purple. How's your weekend going? Oh, wait, what am I looking for? Ah, that's what I'm looking for. I found what I was looking for. Yeah, let's do that. Right on. What'd you get up to for the weekend, Purple? Hey, did you end up getting much response or comments back in regards to that tier list that you had done? Well, that's good for June. You did Halloween? That was your weekend? Very good. Very good, very good. Wait, you mean like what, you went out trick-or-treating or you like dressed up? I mean, there's nothing wrong with going trick-or-treating if you're 5. Oh, he just fell. You found what you were looking for. That's great. I wonder if Bono from U2 ever found what he was looking for. Can you with Colossus only parry damage kill in arena? Oh, you went to a Halloween party. I thought those were like outlawed everywhere. Probably. You probably could, Emra, but I think it would be slow. And for the most part, for arena, you just want to get through it as quick as you can. So I don't think you would do it in arena, but I would expect that it's doable. So it's looking like okay. So my camera is low quality. That's okay. Wait, is this gonna make any difference? This probably won't change the cam quality at all. But I wonder if it's smaller, that it would require less. So let's see if that does change anything. Let's see. You know what? Actually, now that you say that, Emma, I don't think... No, I do use Colossus in Arena, but I don't... he's not that far down on the roster. But I don't really take note of when I use him in particular. I mean, for the most part, when I'm doing arena, just try to get through each one as quick as possible. So. Nope. Oh, okay. That looks like it might have actually made that a little bit better by making it a bit smaller. Interesting. So either whatever the issue was that was causing the fuzziness has stopped, or the reducing the size has actually. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's get back there. Ooh, that's weird. Oh, there's quite a few people streaming currently, actually. Yeah, Enzo's going. BG's going. Interesting. Not usually that many people streaming on Sundays. Although I guess, yeah, because you're probably not going to really stream the Sunday arena. So for the arena people, they're not streaming. But there's definitely other stuff that could be streaming. Have you been streaming recently, Purple? I noticed a couple days ago there are people streaming who I follow, but it didn't, like, I'm not talking about notifications, it simply didn't show me that they were live. If I went to their channel, like specifically went to their channel, I would see they were live, but like just refreshing YouTube, it didn't show anything, which I thought was odd. I mean, I get that YouTube has its issues now and then, but I just thought it was a bit strange, a little bit different. So it's kind of funny, the Sunday arena with the 6 stars takes about the same amount of time as the 3-star feature, maybe a little less, but pretty close. Because the 3-star feature, you don't need that many points, and usually it's about an hour to get that done. Like to just sit down and just go through it takes about an hour, and it's looking like the getting through these 6 stars is going to be roughly an hour, maybe a little less, a little bit less. Who all normally streams the day of the new event quest? Is it just Seaton and oh no, Ilac doesn't necessarily do it the day of, but it's just that his first stream when he does it. No, he does it 100%, right? So Seaton streams it the initial completion, the initial clear. So I think I'm going to do that on Wednesday. I need to get through, I need to use up some energy refills, and I've got a bunch of revives. Actually, I think there's going to be a couple that expire today, but I've got a bunch of revives, and I figured the only place where I could use them currently would either be Variant 5. Maybe I could do that instead. Either Variant 5 or Cavalier difficulty. Although, I think for the rest of Variant 5, I want to just take Suicides off though. So I'll probably hold off doing that until the beginning of December, or sometime in December. So. Yeah, no, never mind. What am I even talking about? I need to do Cavalier and Uncollected anyways. So I need to get the initial completion done quick so that I can use some recordings from there to do a video. I was thinking I could have gone invisible before she got off her laser beams. Brian, how you doing? Yeah, so I have a 5-star Gambit The only time I've ever used him for any length of time was, I think it was variant 1, where there was it an entire quest where you could stun lock? Or maybe it was a path, I don't remember if it was a path or the entire quest, but anyways, that's the only time I've ever used him significantly. But then with his buff coming along, I'll definitely give some consideration to the 6-star. Well, I mean, I could see taking him. I don't have, like, my mutant 6-stars are not that substantial. So even if Gambit's not like a superstar, but just decent, I could see taking him to R2. Oh, thanks for the congrats on the Dragon Man. Yeah, I was happy about that. I would have liked Professor X just because, you know, the synergies or whatever. But for actual use, I could see using Dragon Man. For the most part, I don't really want to take 5 stars to rank 5, but I have 2 to 3. I don't think I have a 3 to 4, but I have 2 to 3 and 4 to 5 Mystic Gems. So the 4 to 5 I had been thinking to use on Morningstar, but I'd rather mess around with a new champion, so yeah, Dragon Man will probably end up going to rank 5. And I'm just thinking now, outside of Tex and Iceman, no, Dormont. So I'm just trying to think of how many champions I have who are dual immune outside of robots. And I think Dormammu might be the only one. Because in science, there's no one. In mutant, Iceman. Cosmic. Well, I mean, he's not dual immune, but kind of Corvus in a sense. At least as long as he got charges. He's going to tick down from the poison, but it won't kill him. Skill, no. Well, Aegon when he gets high enough. Okay. But yeah, for Mystic, only Dormammu. I use him now. No, that's a lie. I don't use him at all. I used him in AQ for a while. And he did alright when I did use him. But outside of that, nothing in particular. Mad Falcon, I'm doing 100% for Act 5-3. I am going to have to reset my masteries to do it. Can't be healing up for 2 or 3 paths. Such a hassle to have to reset them all to remove real power at one point. Next month update, I'm grinding that side quest for Gamma. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So next month, that's going to be like this, similar to this, right? Where you can get, like this month you can pick up the keys whenever, and next month it's going to be you can get the Gamma whenever, but then you use it at specific times. Is that right? So Man Falcon, what I ended up doing in Act 6, I looked at all of the paths that I could do with Ghost, so having Suicides active. And just over the week or whenever, I would go through and do a path here and there. Then I would look at the paths that I couldn't really do with Suicides, where I needed to have Suicides off. And then basically once a week, usually on Sundays, I would take Suicides off. So I'd take them off maybe Saturday night or Sunday morning. And then try to knock out 2 to 3 paths without the Suicides, and then put them back on for Monday arenas and stuff. So I just found, like, doing it that way, like I knew when they'd be coming off, and there was a few times where I thought a path would be difficult with Ghost, or that I wouldn't be able to do it, but I started it and I realized, oh yeah, no, I could get quite far. Now I'm not saying, like in your case, that you would have to use Ghost, but just identifying a champion that you could get a fair ways with Suicides, and then when you realize there's specific paths where you absolutely have to take it off, just kind of deciding to do it, you know, not sporadically, like plan it out. So I found that helped for the item use as well, or for the unit use of them on and off. So the only thing that was a little bit annoying with that though was when AQ and War was running. It wasn't bad, but more so for AQ because I was used to having the suicides on and getting through the fights so quick. And then without them, the fights were lasting a fair bit longer. I'm pretty sure 5.3 is easy to explore, right? I'm trying to do it. Right now I've explored the first 2 levels. Yeah, I wouldn't be the person to ask. I haven't been in there for a long time. Oh, okay, so it's just with willpower. Right. The Spectral Curse. Okay. But then do you have any robots? Because if you have a robots, they don't benefit from willpower. So then the reversal of healing wouldn't matter because they're not going to get healing from willpower. So if you could do it with robots... Wait, so you mean I went on that whole rant about suicides and what I did for nothing? You could have at least just told me you had suicides or pretended. Oh yeah, and the pinned comment in the top right-hand corner, I'll only be streaming Wednesday and Friday of this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, no streams during the day. Maybe at night, but I'm not planning to. So the idea, I'm hoping to get about 3 videos. So kind of editing the beginning of this stream with the crystal opening. So break that down to about 2 to 5 minutes. That would be 1, and then 2 more videos for the Abyss stuff that the Abyss series I was doing, and that would be the 3 in total. And I think I should be able to get it done. Oh, and then I actually have 2 StarCraft videos from a while ago that I haven't uploaded. I want to get those uploaded too. It's not much I need to do for those, but I need to actually have a reshuffle of my masteries anyway. It just sucks having to use units. Yeah, sorry for the not saying I did not have suicides initially. How rude of me. I know, dude. I know. Rude indeed. Okay, so we got the 2.5 million there. So we'll finish off. We'll grab that revive. And then do the 2 paths left for the side event. And that should cover it for today. If you use my Man Falcon, you might want to mess around with that in order to get an idea of what kind of mastery setup you want. Because it will tell you, how many points you need here and there, blah, blah, all that kind of crap. So use that before you actually go ahead and make a change. Like if it's not a change that you've done before. Like if you're thinking of a brand new build, and also, not that I'm any expert, but if you're on Discord and while you're looking at Aunt May or something, you want to just have somebody else's advice or input or whatever, just send me a message and I could shoot the shit with you for a while. I need to. Well, like I was saying earlier, probably sometime in December, I'm going to take suicides off to get a fair bit of Variant 5 done. And I think I'm going to... wow. This really shouldn't require that much concentration. I wonder if it was just better to restart them. So not so much for when I take the suicides off, but when I put them back, I think I might try something a little different. I don't really know how much leeway I have to try anything different, but... so it used to be that I was always running 3 points in willpower and nothing in coagulate. And currently I've got 2 in coagulate, 1 in willpower, I think. So I want to go back to the old setup for that. and I want to change around. I think currently I have 3 in Assassins, and I've seen people or had people say, "Oh shit! I just tried to move back and it absolutely did not do it." I've had people suggest that just 1 point in willpower, so I'm going to try that as well. So, holy Lord, this Aegon is taking a beating. Yowzers. I need to actually have I need to max out my stun duration and lose a point from stand your ground. My roster has changed a ton, so yeah. If only we had 3 to 5 more. Yeah, but that's it, right? By not having that 3 to 5 more is what makes us have to think about it. Because if we had the extra points, we wouldn't need to put that much thought into it. I run only 1 in willpower, 3 in Mystic Dispersion, 3 in Assassins, and 2 in Glass Cannon. So you're like, nah, man, I don't want to do Discord. We'll talk about it right here, right now. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, so I mean, if you're using Mystics a lot, okay, you know what? Let me actually concentrate on these ones to make sure I don't get my ass whooped again. Yeah, if you're using a lot of Mystics, then Mystic Dispersion makes sense. For the most part, I usually try to max out whatever mastery. There's a few where I don't try at all, like where I only use points simply to get to the next tier of that mastery. So for Glass Cannon, I pretty much always have that maxed at 3 of 3. Suicides or otherwise. The only time I would actually have it at 1 is if I was using a suicide build, but I was trying, I wanted a couple points somewhere else. But pretty much any time that I'm not running suicides, I'll have Glass Cannon maxed. Because I'm not going to be losing health, so but that extra damage is going to come in handy. For Glass Cannon, yeah, I normally have, or not for Glass Cannon, for Assassins, I normally have 3 as well. But like I said, I've had a few people suggest to go just to 1, so I'm going to try it. I don't think it's actually going to make that big of a difference in arenas, which is good because that's giving me 2 extra points. And I don't know. Ooh, was that a bad idea? Okay. Actually, I need to make sure. Oh, you son of a gun. Don't do it. Don't freaking do it. Okay. Good. Good. So I needed to make sure I was going to use that L1 either right after or while he had synthesis. Because if I did it prior, he would I would have drained his power and then he would have got synthesis and been back to 3 bars. Which would not have worked out too well. So I think the last thing I was talking about was Assassins. Uh-oh. Same problem? Okay, no. No problem. Yeah, so I'm going to try Assassins with 1 point. And then I think I'm going to go back. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the 3 points in willpower. You know what? Maybe not. I'm just kind of thinking. I'm going to give Dragon Man a try and see how I like it. But if I end up using him a fair bit... No, I'd still need willpower anyways. But maybe I could get by with just 1 point in willpower. So who would I do? Oh, because maybe then I could run him. So Dragon Man, Corvus, and Omega. Because currently, like for AQ, Corvus and Omega are always there, and the third one is kind of, you know, whoever, depending on the minis or whatever. So maybe that's something to consider. I ended up saving for July 4th, so wouldn't spend on cores, and now, of course, a shorter run-up to Cyber Weekend. Oh, in regards to suicides, you mean? Boy, that 6 to 10% is going to piss me off. You know what's funny, actually? So that will piss me off, and it will piss me off for a while. And it's not something the game's fault. Like, it's like how I was saying the stuff about Green Goblin and not being able to dex it. I'm over that, right? Now, the next time I fight him, whatever, I'll get angry. But I'm pissed off about that because that was completely on me. Like, there's no reason I couldn't have done the extra points. You know what, I should have just used the L3 to get this over and done with. The extra points in willpower seems meh, yeah. You go from, of health, the armor's nothing. Yeah, the longer fights, I think I do notice a difference, though, between having 1 point or 3. Like I said, so currently, like the build that I have is more just to try something a little different, and I don't think I've noticed a significant difference. Granted, I'm running Omega and Corvus, so the bleed, because I have points in Coagulate, so the bleed isn't that big of a deal anyways. And then in Arena, the fights aren't long enough for it to matter. Well, and then Cavalier, pretty much every path, I've always got Nick and DPX, so the bleed is falling off of anybody that has both the bleed and the poison. So yeah, so for me having the points in Coagulate, really, it doesn't affect anything, like it doesn't help at all. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take those 2 points back. Yeah, going to 1 point in willpower should be enough. It should be. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're all good. All good in the hood there. That's odd. We are at an hour 10. Alright, that's fine. So we'll get through here, do those last 2 paths in the side quest, and call it a day. Except try not to get hit. Yeah, you know, so one thing I find interesting is there are some that are like, oh, you've got to have this or you've got to have that for your masters, right? But I really think it comes down to who you use mainly, and yeah, to who you use mainly, and what you want to do in particular, right? Like obviously having points in Mystic Dispersion, but no Mystics, well, that's kind of pointless, right? Granted, there's probably not anybody who's doing that. Although, maybe. Because you could always think, oh, well, what if, for this fight or that, whoa, what the hell just happened there? I ran in, I didn't, push forward, though. Wow, I don't know what the hell is going on with this craziness. We should start taking bets on how well the side quest launches on Wednesday. Really, dude? Really? Some of my nuts. Some of it. I don't really know why I still do this with Captain Marvel. If I use Aegon and the heavy works at the beginning, he's far faster than she is for this. I think I just like the fact that I can take advantage of her awakened ability and do. Yeah, I think that's the only reason I do this with her. Because I know I don't need to play it, try to get to the max binary charge or whatever. I know it's just going to happen because of the cold snap. So there you go. You know what? This is actually faster to take 1 or 2 hits and finish him off as opposed to trying to get a special out and blah blah blah. Okay. We'll use a small injury fill. If I had somewhere else to use energy, I'd have used a big one because I have too many energy refills as is. Alright. There we go. Down he goes. Alright, so we'll do the 2 paths for the side quest. And seeing as that's a side quest or event quest, I'm going to take out the camera. Alright. So we'll knock these out quick and it's all over. It's all over. Yeah, we won't even bother picking up keys. Claire's actually worked out quite well for the champion. Well, the champion. I don't think we need... we need Wasp, but whatever. Whatever. So that's Incinerate. I should have brought Captain Marvel. Should have gotten through there quick. Oof. That was not part of the plan, Stan. I'm not sure who would be faster for the champion. Doom or Claire. Doom's going to be able to probably... Well, he's not going to keep him stun locked. But I mean, you do get that period during the L3, after the L3, where... Oh wait, this was a problem last time, wasn't it? There's something with long shot with Ghost. I don't remember what it was now, though. Well, maybe I'll find out pretty quick. Oh, no, I know what it was. It was on his L1. Right. So, yeah. So basically, I just didn't want to face his L1. Okay. You know what? We'll do this one with Claire, and the next one we'll do with Doom. Just to mix it up. Keep it a little bit interesting. Well, thank you, Abdullah. How goes it? How is your weekend coming along? How is the weekend coming along? Shouldn't have pushed him there. Yeah, that would have been far more beneficial to leave him just below the 2 bars. Hello, what's up, buddy? Tis all good. Whew! That block damage. Holy smokes. That's almost as bad as what happened right after 12.0. Whew. Well, not after, I guess during 12.0, right? Where we were taking block hits for like 10 or 5%, I think. It was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So we'll come in here with Doom. We'll lose the extra attack bonus, but that's fine. Oh, maybe kill off Ghost and Quake. Not Quake, what the hell? Ghost and Wasp. I see science, I think Quake. Why is that interesting? Not really sure why it's so fuzzy-wuzzy. I'm shooting Marvel videos too, and your video come across, so I wanted to look. Okay, cool. You're doing it like for MCOC or something else? Well, thanks for coming in and checking it out. This is poison, right? Yeah, okay. It is all poison. So I think in this case I just don't want to have a poison on me when they are using a special. Okay. Oof. That's okay. That's okay. So Abdullah, did you just find the channel now, or that's from a while ago? But this is just the first time you're been able to make it while I'm live. Should have waited for an L2. Yeah, you know what? An L1 should finish this, isn't it? Nope. Nope. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. Good luck to you, bro. Alright, thanks, dude. Same to you. you're having a good weekend. You know what? Let's see if we can get Ghost and Wasp killed off to get the extra damage for Doom on the champion. That's interesting. She's not getting any other poisons. I wonder if the node's not working properly. Oh, nope. There we go. There we go. Well, so much for getting her killed off. Oh, well. We'll doom this up. Doom it up. So the main thing here is just to get to our L3 before too much nonsense happens. And part of that nonsense includes taking blocked hits. Jeez. What the? Are you kidding me? Wow. Yeah, maybe it's just my screen. Same issue that I was having with Green Goblin. I was not able to dash back. Okay. Tis all good. Tis all good in the hood. Wait, let's get out of there. Oh, could dash back that time. Okay. I'll take it. And that is that. Alright. Mr. Kabam Mike, how goes it? How goes it? How are things in good old Vancouver? Well. And that is going to... I don't think I need to have anything... Oh, wait. I think I have... Yeah, I think we want to open a couple more gold crystals. Just for that accomplishment, achievement, objective, whatever you want to call it. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Well, before I get too excited about anything, I need to see where I am in relation to my goal for Cyber Monday. But there might possibly be, no guarantee, and some Cavaliers getting open. Alright, let's open. Okay, that gives us that one. And one more, right? Okay. Aw, Kabam Mike, you come in with a wave, but you don't say anything. Dude. Let's see. Let's try... No, I guess we have no choice. We'll go 10. 10 of the greater, and that should... No! That doesn't give us the rest of the achievement? What is this nonsense? Oh, yes, it does. It just didn't tell us. Damn it. Okay, so whatever other monster hunters will open later. Oh, okay, so hello. Okay, well, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's something, right? Yeah, okay, you know what? Why not? We'll do one. Yeah, let's see how this goes. All right, pray for me, Argentina. Boop. Let's see what 3-star we get. Well, nothing new. The one up top is just the profile pic. So don't get too excited, anybody. Wow. What a lot of nonsense of the rollovers, huh? Alright guys, that does it for this stream. Thanks for everyone that came and hung out during the crystal opening, and anybody that came and hung out afterward and showed up randomly. Yeah, it's good to have people come hang out, keep me company. And I will be back on Wednesday and Friday for the day streams. Other than that, take it easy, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.